Bruce Croft, a star is born in the cellar. The cellar, our underground here, is 4 years old and still playing the SRO constant pers week had it fresh, with constantly changing scenery. For example, our newest set is the Polar's Craft in the Bold Alley ceramic style. Pieces to serve and pieces to thaw. In fashions for the home, while Dali's performance is nothing short of stellar, but then the cellar's cat has nothing if not star quality. Oh, they're not all the same, so get the Faberge Organics name. It's the original Faberge Organic shampoo with pure wheat germ oil and honey, and the only one with ACP and exclusive patented ingredient, or super shine to a body and super fresh smell at header. Insist on genuine Faberge Organic shampoo and conditioner too. 1981 March Playville returned to the era of the cattleman, when men were men and bourbon was even better. Bourbon Festival, February 9th to March 22nd, a spectacular first ever food festival at the Cattleman featuring one of America's greatest inventions, bourbon. There'll be exotic bourbon drinks, hot bourbon corn chowder, unforgettable bourbon steaks, delightful bourbon candy bars and luscious desserts like bourbon, pineapple, cheese, bacon, much more. Open for 7 days, free parking at Myers Garage, etc. And free parking at Myers Garage, 46th Street between Madison and 5th, with dinner 5 to 12 p.m. except Sundays. Where do you leave? Get your hands on some old-fashioned barbecued baby back ribs. Dinner includes all the shrimp and salad you can eat plus beer, wine or sangria. You're gonna get spoiled. 45th Street and 8th Avenue, New York 581-0500. 51 Street and B Way, New York 757-310. Beef Charlie's Incorporated 1981. Beef Steak Charlie's. On the right, we got Playbill March, AU 1981, missed hits by Phyllis Bunky, producers on The Ones That Got Away, Blended Rose by Sheridan Morley, Linda Jackson, on Rose, a drama about her Steel School Teacher, Peter Life with Robinson by Jerry Robinson, and Artist Visits Children of the Lesser God, on A Personal Bias by Bernice Peck. Dear Playbill by Louise Bodo, Circle for a 30th birthday at the theater, historic shows that played here. Table Dance by Jamie Ben Wick, Dance on Paper with the Lab and Notion. Favorite quiz, scenes from the show, autographs of the production program, in the lead. Night of 100 Stars Celebrity Choice, favorite restaurants of favorite stars. Creative therapy and mental health programs for after. Playbill Fashion, Playbill's Dining and Entertainment Diet over 150 restaurants and nightclubs. This Playbill is a registered trademark of American Theater Press Inc. Published monthly in New York edition of Playbill is a published by American Theater Press Incorporated 151 East 50th Street NY 10022 212-751-9550. President and Treasurer Arthur G. Bursch, Vice President Evan J. Humble, Secretary Marieth Peter Press, Inc. 1981. Wolf, rights reserved. Subscriptions to New York edition single monthly copy $8 for a year. Inquire for details of opening night service, current and back issue availability. Arthur T. Bursch, Publisher Russell Hanizaro, Comptroller Mary Epps Heaton, Assist to Publisher Judy Samuelson, Advertising Production John Aliman Rubin, Editor-in-Chief Luis Otto, Associate Editor Leo Lumen Lango, Program Coordinator L. Frankfurt, Charles, General Sales Director Elaine Klein, Special Sales Director Thomas I. Steinfield, National Stakes Director Irv Winnick, Restaurant and Intel Sales. Tasty boom. Introm. 0.3 mg tar. Boom. Ms. Tayet's Broadway producers talk about the ones that got away. It was one of those warm, glorious summer weekends at the eastern end of the Long Island, when the telephone rang. Richard R., producer of such bits as Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and Sweeney Todd was sitting on the deck of the summer house. The moment was idyllic. The sea was calm and his drink deliciously cool. He answered the telephone. It was Al Selden, a longtime friend who at that time was running the Godspeed Opera House in East Haran, Horn. After the usual amenities, Selden said, "Richard, there's a musical here. I think you ought to look at it. I believe it's got the makings." Barr said he'd think about it and called his partner Clinton Wilder, who was after also lounging in a Long Island summer home. They agreed it was too lovely to give up the weekend to make the long trip to Connecticut. Besides, they couldn't convince themselves that the deeds and enduring due of the eccentric gentleman of Iberia would prove an appealing American musical. Selden produced the show with Hull James. It was of course called Man of La Mancha. Some time went by and Barr again received a call from East Haddam, asking them to come look at the musical called Rat. Chastened by his previous experience, he took his new partner, Charles Woodward, up to see it. They liked what they saw, took the option, and produced the musical. Broadway closed in one night. While of course it's philosophical, he says, no matter how long you are in the business, you never really know what will work and what won't. Nor is he alone in the quandary. There is hardly a producer alive, or in the after, who has not passed up at least one time or another a script that later turned into a gold mine. Cake never too late. According to those supposedly in the know, at least 25 New York managements rejected the play. Everyone, from David Merrick on down, recalls Another Summer Long, a comedy about a middle-aged couple with two grown children who one day discover the stork will visit them again. Made the rounds for 6 years and even received a production at the Bucks County Playhouse in Pennsylvania with a no one named Rick Van Dyke in the cast. But not until agent Daniel Hollywood sent the script to producer Elliot Martin did the play appear to have a chance. Martin, who was packing productions for summer theater, roared all the way through as he read it and scheduled it for the Skolkenhagen Playhouse in Skolkenhagen, Maine. From there it went from Westport Con, where the vulnerable George Abbott, whose office incidentally had been one of the original naysayers, took a look and agreed. After some rewriting to direct, Holford accepted the male lead, but Martha Scott turned down the role of his spouse, and when Maureen O'Sullivan signed for it, she did it on the assumption that she would be back with her husband and 7 children a week after Broadway opening. The play opened in November 1962 and ran 1,007 performances, plus the tale-themed exception note that the legendary Life with Father had a similar history. Producer Oscar Serling had felt there was a good play to be Fashion Day. Jr. had written about his boyhood with his stockbroker father and turned the rights in 1955. He could find no one to share his enthusiasm. It seems at the time that people felt a love interest was too slight, too respectable, and too middle-aged. Though many investors turned down Serlin, that in desperation by methods unrevealed, he managed to sneak the copy of their script into the suitcase of millionaire Peter backer John Hay Whitney. Whitney sent the property to his advisor on theatrical investment, Robert Bentry, who dismissed it, saying, "I could smell it as the postman came whistling down like, don't put a dime in it." Whitney, on, by Phyllis Funke. Step on the Step on the accelerator. That's on 200-SX. When you've pledged via practical kindness, you find yourself drooling over the new sport luxury Datsun 200SX. And why not? It's fast and still. It's sporty enough to turn heads as easily as turns corners. But here's the news. You could put a new 200SX in your driveway. It's equipped with a remarkable NAPS-Z engine, resulting in a combustion of acceleration and a mileage you never thought possible. 0 to 50 in less than 8.5 seconds. 28 miles per gallon. So go ahead, treat yourself to fuel injection, power windows, power steering, and power styling. Underneath it all, you're really being practical. With Nissan Motor Co. Ltd. Worldwide leader in automotive excellence. System 28. HWY estimate 39. EPA estimates are for comparison. Standard 5-speed stick actual mileage may differ, depending on speed, trip length, and weather. Actual highway mileage will probably be less than estimate. A NAPS-Z engine with 2 spark plugs per cylinder burns fuel more efficiently. Dining and entertainment, country music, or Vanius delightful casual club where full bands perform every night. Dancing is encouraged. Reasonable prices. A Citadel Times Kitchen, open till 2 a.m. CRCD and 2nd Avenue and 40th Street. OP 7 days. LM-F 751-5470. We do Chef Paddy La Cup on 15th Greenwood Avenue and R6th Avenue and 8th Street, 158 West 44th Street, east of B-Way 57, and West 56th Street, B-Way of 67th Street. Charming settings featuring a variety of authentic French crepes at Malteritz, races, frappe and soup combinations, each omelets, salads, tempting desserts, French cider, wines, cocktails at most locations. Launch dinner after theater. Show tickets stubs at these 3 locations after 10 p.m. for 10% discount. The Magic Pan is on 1409 6th Avenue, Bith 57 and 58th Streets, 765-5080149 E. 27th Street, 371-3266 Re. Corrupts. Those 2 excellent charming townhouse restaurants now also offer tempting entrees not wrapped in crepes. Crepes such as quiches and L and classic or vin that as in mod prices. See Cuban Victor's Cafe 52nd Street Detown, B-Way and 8th Avenue, east on the B-Way. E. Wilson and Y. Post, and your palate will prove it. Enjoy your outstanding seat, steak, and 57 great aunt. Soft piano music. We got delicate sun and rust. American chauffeur Arjoni, stage Dali Rescouche. Desserts nightclub, have been different. Dining, dancing, Romy tea notes. Rosa and Seville's Thursdays. 57th Street Hideaway, Dining View, Rainbow Room and Grill 65 stories high. Hope of the Park, 6 meters at B-Way in Gulf and Western Boulevard. 43 floors above Central Park, superb dining, and what is most magnificent view. Pomp D, room 1475, no extra charge. Disco Sally Disco, New York Live, life-size drinks and lightweight dance to the music entertainment. By live disco bands from 9:30 p.m. Never a cover or minimum, always fun. At the New York Sheraton, disco dancing Wednesdays. And for us, there is French with dancing, $5.75. We got English David Copperfield, Downing Square, and you can have the valet park your paw free. Entertainment called back. Go scene. The show now feet both on moral Thursdays to Sundays. J&B It Whispers Rare Blended Scotch Whisky. 100% Scotch whiskey is blended and bottled in Scotland by Justarini and Brooks. St. James Street, London, England, by appointment to their late Majesties King George III, King George V, IV, King George IV, King William IV, Queen Victoria, King Edward, King George. Dining and entertainment, American, Orange Wing, Cafe Zingfield, Charlie O's, Mildred Pierce on 345 West 46. He likes in a casual theatrical atmosphere. Piano music nightly, Tuesday to Thursday, Saturdays. And possible, which is near West 55th, home of Benwise Music Business, Manhattan, Provincial, cuisine till 1 a.m. American Steakhouse, The Assembly, 16 West 51 Street, a great steakhouse. Great veal, fish, and giant lobsters. Beef steak Charlie's. Great steaks, barbecued bibulate, ribs, chicken and more. Russ Rail, Kettleman, Paul's Staff Room, Frankie and Johnny. Catholic Goods and Steakhouse, Mary J's Sacred Cow. As for Looney's Steakhouse, Spindle Pubs, U.S. Steakhouse, Argentine, La Milona, Argentine American, Cafe Old Buenos Aires, Rest, Argentine Italian, La Tablita, 65 West 73 off Columbus, Australian German and Wiener Road, Vienna in Theaterland, Brazilian Portuguese, Rio de Janeiro, Haparitz, Esti, Once Upon a Stove, Chinese Billphones, Pine of Peace, Here Codin, Ayers, New York. It took here Codin to do it. Word on of Philadelphia. Wearable are Julie Shuffler, who will soon be married to Jim Dale, Tony award-winning star of Farnham, has her own claim to fame. 8 years ago she founded and opened Julie Artisans Gallery at 687 Madison Avenue, and studio trend is now being copied by other galleries and shops. Miss Shuffler's achievement has been to seek out artists who design pieces to be worn. These works have a dual purpose. They can be worn and they can be displayed on the wall like a tapestry. The arts craftsmanship of these pieces, sweaters and capes, vests, scarves, etc., is so exquisite that items become works of art. Prices range from $40 to $4,000. Some have been acquired by the Metropolitan Museum of Art for display. Among the dozen pieces of the gallery you find a multicolored crocheted samurai top by Sharon Hedges and inspired by Japanese samurai armor. Shown on Miss Shuffler in the photograph of striking kimonos by Linda Middleton, with poetry knitted on the back of key by Susanna Lewis, with repeated images of the shift rice and the building on it. Painted silk pieces by Julia Hill, and an extraordinary series of vests by Strawn Steiner adorned with boutique. That recreates 4 rooms in the house with artists grew up. The gallery, which opens Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., also appeared to bring Miss Shuffler and Mr. Dale together. He was attracted by her window display, said Sid's fiancé, and he walked in. That was 2 years ago. They are to be married on March 23rd. Gordon of Philadelphia, 1410, Broadway, New York, 10018, a Cromwell Company. Dining and entertainment, Arona, Hamachi, Kadoma, Kyoto Japanese Steakhouse, Rock Garden of Tokyo's Tsushiki, O. Korean Orion. Out Mexican Corumba. Ponda La Forma. Poncho. Redlas, Seafood King Crab. Fresh fish daily moderate prices. Lunch entries $3.75 to $4.95. Dinner lacas $4.95 to $8.95. Ink Garlic Raid. Rice or Port. Bar days 7 days. Soul Food West Wumdok. Lounge. Southern Jack's Nest. Spanish Castilian. Condador Mason Boting. Pampo Luna. Rincon de España. Sevilla. Poremon. Molinos. Hi. Wengok. Cuisine. Wengok 54 quid Thai cuisine. Sida Thai. Ukrainian restaurants and caterers. Yugoslavian. Bubro. Mong King. Ran away on Delta to the Barefoot Live. Florida, here we come. Delta's ready with a flock of non-stops this winter to Lauderdale, Tampa, St. Key, Orlando, Walt Disney World, Jacksonville, and West Palm Beach. Another non-stop to Nassau, in the Bahamas, and one-stop through jets to both Daytona Beach and St. Myers. And Delta offers substantial discounts on night coach flights, buy-in fly discount fares, and round-trip Supreme Super Savers. See your travel agent for full details and reservations. Or call Delta Airlines. All schedules and fares are subject to change without notice. Delta is ready when you are. Carlton is lowest, neither length King or 100s. Seahawk Carlton stacks down in tour compared with the U.S. government figures for brands that call themselves low in tour. Carlton Soft Pack. Carlton's $100. Carlton's 100 Soft Pack less than 6. Carlton Menthol King and 100s, the lighter menthols. Warning: the Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. King, less than 1 mg tar, 0.1 mg nic. 100s only, 5 mg tar, 0.4 mg nic.